Beginning to look a lot like fuck you. Oh damn, it wasn't 10 minutes. My bad. I'm wearing a Superman hoodie. Superman, though. I mean you. Oops. You. Superman, though. I mean you. Looking at. Was good. Nah, it's the auto messages. But I saw it, so it wasn't that I was talking to you. What's going on, beautiful people? I'm wearing my Superman hoodie. I told y'all last week, if y'all was watching, we was gonna be doing or I was gonna be wearing all my crazy hoodies because it's cold. And I mean, why not? Let's rock. Let's do what we do. How y'all doing? What's going on, beautiful people? You know what time it is. It's Monday. We back. Hold up. Look, this shit got a cape on it too. Look, like it's a whole thing. It's legit, yo. Like I take this off and it's a wrap, yo. I'm fighting all types of superheroes or whatever, yo. Or bad guys. You know what I'm saying? Nah, let's get into today's show. It's Monday. We have some more terrible fucking news. It just never ends, y'all. It really don't. Loner, thank you for being here. Welcome back to the show that nobody watches. I'll be your host. Let's get into it. We'll talk about the topics and all the shits that we got to get into. And y'all know we about to have a good time. Remember, the pod audio is now dropped the day after the show. So the live will continue, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And then we will do the pod for the day after. So that's how we rocking. You know what I mean? My bad. I'm all over the place and I'm not here all at the same time, y'all. Just keeping it 1,000. My brain is just really over so many rest in pieces. And I just want y'all to realize that we're at a stage right now where our generation's heroes gone, yo. We're going to lose them all. Let's get into this podcast and get into today's show. And let's talk about what we want to talk about. It's a whole lot of something. On the come up, you might, oh shit, my bad. I didn't even tell y'all what we doing. I'm introing the show. If y'all don't know, y'all can't hear that, but that's okay. The reason why you can't hear it is because YouTube and Facebook don't let me play music that don't belong to me. But the real funny thing is that even when the music does belong to me, they still do the same thing. It's the same thing. They always come at me crazy. So with that being said, let me try this one more time. See if they'll allow us. All right, let me get into it. On the road to the come up, you might fall. You're going to lose a lot of people. And understand that sometimes the one person that's closest to you might need to get shit on when you make it. And I can't even play. Man, fuck it. Motherfucking right. Like I said, sometimes you got to shit on that one that was closest to you just to show them that just because you fall, that's where we at today. Yeah, this hoodie cold, bruh. Act more stupidly. Jewelry, more Louis V. Through to me. I don't even got no mama. This is pod etiquette if you don't know. The hip hop podfather started that. Shit, I ain't go to Hill, man. It's Kasabian. Kasabian Lavoe wine. What's going on, beautiful people? What's going on, beautiful people? My name is Kasabian Lavoe, and welcome back to the Kasabian Lavoe Show, live from Las Vegas, the show that nobody watches. I'll be your host, Kasabian, with talent on loan from God, as my mentor used to say. Before we get to today's topics, or let's just get into today's topics and then the show, because honestly, it's just, this is every week. But we'll be talking about Bob Saget. Not in the best of ways. We'll speak on Jason Derulo. Yo, R&B artists are harder than rappers, and we'll talk about it. I got a couple more random facts that I come across. There's another thing that I want to talk about besides the random facts. You ever been lied to as a kid? Like, you know, all the things that we were told that we believed, and now that we're older, we're starting to find out that it's all bullshit. We'll be talking about that. Dexter ended. After I put up my review of how shitty it was, the season finale came on, and it sucked. It was written by complete kids. It was the worst. It was so bad. I don't care. It was written like shit. It was. Drake's being sued for putting hot sauce in the condom. Was Mayor Adams of New York wrong when he said that the low-skilled workers, when he made his comment about low-skilled workers? We'll dive into that, because I had issues, I tell y'all, with that essential workers bullshit. Fashion show gets a Fendi store. I think that's going to be awesome to talk about. We really don't have too much information, but that was pretty much it. Let's talk about Kamala comparing January 6th to 9/11. That lady's out of her fucking mind. Adam22 had some crazy tweets, and he ended up on Clubhouse talking about him, and he cleared up the room. I didn't think it was really that big of a deal, but the boy was definitely out there. Oh, let me hit this button. My bad. If people are talking on YouTube or on Facebook, we don't see y'all. My bad. Head over to YouTube to talk to us. AOC got COVID. I thought that was fucking crazy. Let's talk about stocks too. The stocks are taking a tumble, and all for good reason. The market right now is going through some things. These are the things I was talking about, and unfortunately, nobody's safe from inflation. Nobody's safe from this terrible, terrible economy that we have. And let's talk about why the stocks are being affected the way they are, and what we have to look forward to this year financially, because it seems like it's going to be a pain in the ass. Every episode last year, for like the past 3 months last year, every episode, we do 3 episodes a week. I could damn near RIP somebody every fucking episode. It hurts to think that every fucking body's dying, right? And I tell myself, it might be nice if you had enough money to die and not need a GoFundMe. But that's not necessarily the case for a lot of people. It's been a lot of RIPs. I have said that we 80s babies and 90s babies didn't do enough to provide entertainment to the masses, and all the entertainers that we have grown up on are dying right in front of us. All of them, every single one, bro. We're losing everybody, and it hurts. Bob Saget passed away yesterday. That's America's dad. I was more of a Carl Winslow guy, but I do understand Bob Saget, and I get where he came from, and he was a sweet guy, and I don't know. Life's a bitch. Dying might be easy. It really might be. Man, rest in peace, Bob Saget. They haven't really said what happened, but I'm assuming drugs, and I don't want to say that in a bad way. Things happen. Creatives go through things. Creatives hurt. Creatives have to cope as best they can. And luckily, he had a loving wife and children. Unfortunately, they have to now deal with this sadness. And I definitely feel for him. I do. I know that shit caught me completely off guard. Bro, I'm going through so much shit that I wish I could talk about, but I really can't. And then me too, dog. Like I said, I don't even want to say that shit out loud, but that's exactly how I feel, dog. And it's Monday. On Mondays, we do mental health checks. And to tell you the truth, my mental health is completely deteriorated. But the show must continue. And I don't even want to. Don't trust nobody. Motherfuckers only fuck with you when you up. They not there when you down. not perfect. Never said I was. Never said I was. Ladies, I hate lingerie, but the fuck does that matter? We're getting a Fenty store here in Las Vegas, the Fashion Show Mall. It's only going to be in certain select cities, so make sure y'all check out that new Fenty store when it opens up. Rihanna's definitely out of music, and she's just doing what she's doing now. And I like it. I love it. I mean, she's changing the world with her shit. Fredericks is gone, I think. I mean, who talks about Fredericks or Agent Provocateur and shit like this? So to see that Rihanna's making brick and mortar stores and coming to exclusive cities, like, I like the idea of exclusivity. Like, that's dope. So shout out to Rihanna and what she got going with Fenty. I don't care for lingerie. Like, I take it off. I'm trying to fuck. All that other shit. What's the point? So Trey Songz back in like 2007 got ice thrown at him, jumped off stage, and beat the shit out of a fan. And I was like, wow, that's interesting for an R&B guy to react in that fashion, right? But that's R&B dudes will jump out the window because of the stigma that R&B guys are soft or something. So Jason Derulo's walking out the Cosmopolitan here in Las Vegas, and somebody called him Usher. So he put the boy, if he didn't put feet on him too, boy, because he just jumped across the whole shit. Boop, right in his mouth. Hey, keep playing with that boy with his TikTok. Y'all better stop playing. You know, Jason Derulo been in the gym. That boy is not to play with. That shit was hilarious. Shout out to Jason Derulo. I don't even know any of your music, and that's not even a slight or a diss. You a real one, homeboy. And they took his ass away in cuffs. Yo, Metro don't play. Metro locked his ass up quick as shit. Let me tell you something about Jason Derulo, though. I'm going to tell you this right now. That motherfucker don't care about shit, bro. That shit was principle. That shit was mans. That shit was all that. Like, that. It was dope that he did what he did. Shout out to Jason. I don't give a fuck. Motherfuckers need to get punched in their motherfucking mouth a lot more often. If motherfucker be yelling, and then his homeboy gonna sit there on the phone and go, don't hit my friend, like a bitch. Boy, if he don't shut the fuck up, that weenie ass shit. Them R&B dudes are realer than rappers. Rappers just pull out guns and start shooting. Them R&B dudes be about their hands. They really be about their hands. So, who heard about Drake and the IG model? So apparently Drake, after he fucks, he puts hot sauce in condoms because he doesn't want them to get his Drake juice and splash it in their vainas after they fuck, right? This is interesting. The IG model wants to sue Drake because she tried to put the shit on herself and it had the hot sauce and it burnt. You can't sue him for that. What you did was illegal. Like, you shouldn't be doing that type of shit. Like, if I wear a condom and you go and pull all my nut out and try to get yourself pregnant, you should be sued. The double standards are fucking ridiculous. Hey, Drake got plenty of money to take care of this, and he's going through like mad lawsuits. He's always going through lawsuits. He keeps it very classy, so you got to give Drake props for handling these lawsuits in such a classy manner. And for the IG thought, or the idiot that thought that she could put fucking condom juice on her and get a baby and get a bag, you deserve every infection, every pain, everything that comes to you after this point forward. I promise you. Usher better than himself. I don't think it's the point that Usher's better than him or not, right? It's just the simple fact that they were being disrespectful. I'm sorry, I'm speaking to the chat. It was disrespectful. It's Jason Derulo. Just say, oh, what up, Jason Derulo? He don't look like no motherfucking Usher. Usher don't look like that. Jason Derulo obviously had a problem with these dudes as he was walking down. They had to run into each other beforehand, and that's the problem with these quick clips too. So when you see issues that just show you 30 seconds, you know that shit went on for a while before that. And who knows what they really said to him? They just sounded like they were some drunk assholes. That's all. But I definitely feel that. Again, shout out to Drake. Make sure Drake stay safe, boy. Just stay safe. I don't even know why do you use hot sauce? Who told you that hot sauce was the way to go? Why don't you just flush it? Or like, I don't know. That's weird. I guess I might have to learn this shit, right? Bro, I don't do condoms. So that's going to be difficult to adjust. What else? Hey, what the fuck is imitation crab meat? And how come everybody's so okay with eating it? I've never had it because I'm not a seafood guy. My face gets all swollen. My lips get like this. I look like Hitch if I eat fish and shellfish, I believe. But imitation crab fucks me up. Why is everybody so okay with it? Like, it's really readily available. I was so confused at why that's a thing. Can somebody, I used to do a segment before we started doing the video version of this, and it was lies that we were told as kids. I got another one. Fuck me up. Hibernation. Hibernation. Remember what we were told when we was kids? Hibernation was like when a bear ate a bunch of food and then slept for 6 months, just slept and then popped out of a hole and went right back to just to living life. Did not anybody think that shit was ridiculous? Of course not. We didn't think that was ridiculous. We were little kids and we heard adults, and adults told us that when bears hibernate, they eat a shitload of food and they hide in a cave for 6 months till shit got warm and they came back outside. So bears only live 6 months. Apparently, it's bullshit. That ain't what happens at all. Hibernation is actually just a process of animals getting fat, slowing down their metabolism to hold on to their fat so they can stay warm during the wintertime. They don't eat a bunch of food and sleep for 6 months. But if you ask anybody right now what hibernation is, they're going to say that. We were lied to. That's the problem with these old heads. Boy, that's why these young kids don't listen to shit, because y'all lied to us and we had to sit here and listen to this damn shit. That's ridiculous. I laugh. Hold on. Hey, you know why I like TikTok? Because TikTok is one of those places where, like, if you're just a doof, you're just a doof, right? Either you provide something or be a fan. A lot of people don't want to be fans. They don't get the like, you have to provide entertainment, right? It's social media, but it's used for entertainment. So those that have big followings and those that have supporters are usually providing entertainment. The one thing about TikTok that I noticed that kind of fucks me up was yeah, they are still lying, is the stitches and like the voiceover things. I've seen a lot of comedians get mad saying, yo, other people are getting paid off of doing my jokes by just, lip syncing my jokes. And the stitches, sometimes you see somebody get a stitch or whatever where they stitch your shit and they'll get more plays than you. So that kind of frustrates me. But besides that, I just thought it was funny. I saw a bunch of like regular people like having gripes about TikTok. And like, I understand it. Like, I'm using it as a tool for this. And if I was a regular person trying to come up off the ground, I mean, I guess I would have to understand why it's such a pain in the ass. The gripe was that nobody supports you on anything. And I'm like, no, I think TikTok is more supportive than all the other apps, because the way TikTok runs is like, you can get somebody with 1 million followers in front of you, and then you can have somebody with like 10 followers in front of you or no followers in front of you. So that's pretty dope. But don't get upset if you're not doing, like, find something, do something. Like, that's key. Figure it the fuck out. What else was it? There really isn't any real stories, because everything that was happening was like completely okay. Kamala Harris compared January 6th to 9/11 and Hiroshima. January 6th was a bunch of white people doing dumbass white people shit, and a lady got shot in the back of the neck by a White House security guard or a White House police officer. Hiroshima was a fucking bomb, bro. Killed people. Bunch of people. Changed the earth. 9/11, 3,000 people died during 9/11. Just from that spot in Manhattan. Virginia, Washington, D.C. 9/11 spanned damn near the whole East Coast and shut down the entire world. Ma'am, January 6th was white on white crime. Stop being so stupid, lady. Please, be a leader. Joe Byron is sleeping at the wheel, and where have you been? She's come out 3 times in the past year and a half, and she has the nerve to say she gets treated wrong. We don't see you. And when you say stupid shit like this, don't compare January 6th to any real terroristic attack. Those weren't terrorists. That was white on white crime. They go, oh, they were white supremacists. What the fuck are y'all talking about? White people was attacking white people. White supremacy means that white people want to be supreme, wants to be just all whites. They literally went and had a rice fight with rice. What the fuck are y'all talking about? Like, that was the weirdest. That's why that whole shit, I said nothing. When it happened, that shit looked crazy as shit. Trump ain't incite nothing. He said, go over there peacefully. Y'all can go back and listen to the whole goddamn thing. We ain't gonna keep going back and forth. You can say what you want to say. The dude never said directly do nothing, so stop. You can't hold it nowhere. But them people that went over there, that was white on white crime. That shit was corny as fuck. And Kamala Harris, she should know better. The real issue with you're trying to change history. Same shit Texas is doing with changing slavery to endangered, what is it? Fucking endangered servitude or some bullshit. Either way, they're trying to change history right in front of you. Don't let these fucking goofballs in the White House make it seem like January 6th was a terror attack. No, that shit was like literally a group full of male Karens walking in and just fucking, walking around? Yeah, terror. What I saw was a bunch of white crackhead thugs fucking about. Not terrorism. Sorry, that was the weakest terrorism I've ever seen in my life. And I'm not saying that we're not promoting terrorism. Excuse me. I'm just saying for you to say that was terrorism, then what the fuck was it when the plane went in the building? What are you talking about? That's crazy. Stop. How are you you're the vice president. You're the first woman vice president. Woman of color. Please act like you give a fuck and stand up and do something. You are embarrassing. Fucking embarrassing, bro. That shit is so... Oh, that shit drives me crazy, bro. And more politics. Mayor Adams. The comment that Mayor Adams said about the low-skilled workers, why does that offend anybody? What don't you get? Low-skilled is anything that doesn't take 10 years to learn. If you can go to McDonald's and learn how to do everything in there within a week, it's low-skill. Any job that you can figure out quickly is low-skill. What is hard about that? Can you change a transmission? Can you change an axle? Can you build a home? Can you change a heart? Can you do brain surgery? Can you code? Those are jobs with skills. Those are jobs with skills. Graphic design. Real graphic design. Not you guys that have never sold a piece of art a day in your life and start making NFTs and think that you sell art. You don't. Sorry. Low skill jobs are anything that you can learn quickly. I'm sorry. That's just what it is. Now, I'm 1,000% that I want to get, people paid better. Because I feel like, what's the point of going to work? Everybody's literally showing you that they're sick and tired of working for nothing. You get a job and you have to go get another job just to support yourself, just to stay above water. Motherfuckers in fake relationships just because you can't make any goddamn money and get the fuck away. Motherfuckers look at you in your face and tell you that they love you to be with you because the economy is this fucking bad, bro. So don't get offended when somebody says low-skilled jobs. It has nothing to do with the person. It's the job. It's the description of the job. We all had low-skilled jobs at one point. You had to have. There's no way you jumped into the field and you was just a surgeon. Sorry. That's not a thing. That's not a thing. I had a huge problem with essential workers. You made bag people and people that worked minimum wage jobs feel like they were special because you took advantage of them. Because those are the jobs that nobody wants to do. So they're not essential workers. They're just workers that are climbing their way in the ranks and unfortunately are at the lower end of it at the moment. Because time is time. You won't be there forever. You're going to make your way up. You're going to make your way up. And when you hear shit like this and people get offended, don't get offended at the mayor. The mayor said a very clear statement. Low skill, bro. That has nothing to do with the person. Stop getting offended at shit like this. What was really funny is that he's a Democrat, but damn, he talks like one of them. I can't say conservative, but I'm going to stick to Republican for now. But I think Mayor Adams is definitely going to change some shit in New York. That's for sure. All right. AOC has COVID. I thought that was funny as shit. She went down to Florida, a no mask state, a state that's been pretty loose with everything, and she comes home with COVID. Merry Christmas. You deserve that. I can't say you deserve that. Let me take that back. Just scratch that. I don't have a timestamp. We live. My bad. I'll take it back. Fucking weirdo. What else? Oh man, that Bob Saget shit really broke my heart, y'all. That Bob Saget shit really broke my heart. No teleprompter today. It's just because I got caught off guard. My bad. I got caught off guard with the Bob Saget thing yesterday, and then just everything in general. Stocks are down, and Bitcoin's down. I mean, there's a lot on the downside. So inflation is definitely taking over. The difference between this year and last year is no PPP. There's no unemployment. There's nothing to hold everybody up. The day has come where you got to have your shit right or everybody's falling into pieces. COVID is slowing things down. Omicron is spreading fast and knocking people down for about a week or 2 weeks, which is definitely causing a hiccup in something that's already behind. Inflation keeps going up. Oh, we're at 6% almost. That's impossible to keep beating. Don't put your money in the bank. The bank only gives you 0.2%, 0.02% a year. What's the fucking point if your money is worth less and less every single day? Take your money and spend that shit on something else. You have to. The job statuses are weak as fuck. There's 50 million people quitting every goddamn month. It's like every month, so many people quit their jobs. I don't even know how we still have numbers. For example, they like to tell you that unemployment's getting better. No, it's not. I think it's after 12 weeks, they stop counting people. Like whoever was on it after X amount of time, they just count them off. And then people that don't file for unemployment aren't counted either. So when they give you these numbers, it's bullshit. The economy's hurting. Interest rates are going to go up. They have to. So if you own a home with a low interest rate, you might not want to sell. That's going to cause more problems in the economy because now you're going to hold on to your old loan and hold on to your house. In Vegas, we have nothing for sale. So if you have a house for sale, you're going to sell it, but it's going to be very difficult to buy a new home. And why would you want to get rid of your low 3% or 2.4% loan for a 3.5 or a 4 or even a 5 in the future? It might go up. That's coming. Like, that's not coming. It's going to happen. What was the other? Oh, Bitcoin the hits keep coming. Kazakhstan and all the shit that happened over there with their low fuel prices and that affecting the mining with Bitcoin. This is affecting, like, I'm telling you, everybody's taking hits right now. I said, keep your eyes open for this year because it's going to get worse. It is what it is. It's unfortunate that we are now sitting in this. We're definitely in a financial crisis. Nobody wants to say it. I'm going to be the adult and I'm going to say it. We are in a financial crisis. If we don't figure out how to get people their money and how to keep the economy really moving, and then we just got to redo this whole shit from the inside out. We can't be afraid to work, but at the same time, I agree 1,000% with everybody. Who the fuck wants to go work for $4? I can't pay rent, dog. I can't go get a fucking place, dog. How do you expect anybody to wake up and go to a fucking job every day? If they're not making money, they don't make no money. They got to work 4 or 5 fucking jobs just to keep a roof over their head. Our entire lives have become sleep, work, sleep, work. Nobody can live no more. You can't. The sacrifices you have to make to go live today is fucking ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Your money don't go shit, bro. Yo, I need to have 7 properties by the end of the year in order for this year to be a success, on top of everything else that I do. I implore you to buy rental properties, to buy cars to sell. If you have money, spend that shit on things that are going to make you more money later. Focus on the later. Today, right now, it ain't worth shit. Stop buying designer clothes if they're still breaking into the stores and stealing them, because you're losing value when people keep stealing the shit. It's not designer anymore if this was getting stolen all the time. Businesses are going to get rid of brick and mortar. Like, I see commercial real estate disappearing soon. You're going to see big buildings turn into apartment buildings. You're going to see a lot more apartment buildings and a lot less houses because it takes longer to build houses and people can't afford houses. And I have learned that affordable housing's issue is the banks. Affordable housing has nothing to do with the house. The thing that affordable housing pisses me off, because you obviously know that the people that need affordable housing have a big family. For whatever reason, they have put themselves in a situation where they can't afford to take care of themselves with a standard job as they could before, or they have put themselves in. And I know people say, well, those are the choices you made, which is true. They are the choices you made. But at one point in time in this fucking country, you could work a job and pay your bills happily. Now you have to work 4 or 5 jobs, and they don't tell you why. They love it this way. Divide and conquer, bro. Divide and conquer. You literally have everybody either mad because they don't have no money, or fighting to have more money, or just in a limbo going, why am I here not making money? This shit is crazy. This is a financial crisis. And with that, I know it was bleak. It's so bleak. And I apologize. But my name is Kasabian Lavoe. Live in the moment. Don't live in the past. Be safe. Stay dangerous. Lavoe loves you. Wow.